when you go to the organization, do you see, or in the organization there are people, always we have HR? Do you think always we have HR?
Yes.
If you take a big organization, there will be HR. Small organization?
I
No.
think a lot of time that management to HR.
Yeah, the owner, yeah, he is the one going to decide things. Yeah, he will hire people. He will recruit. You know, he is the one going to recruit, select. Yeah, everything he will take, because the owner will decide things. Right? Owner will be the manager. He is the one going to decide. He is the one going to decide who will work for the sales. He is the one going to decide who will work for the operation. He will decide who who is going to work for the finance. So the owner will be a manager. He will be the CEO, Chief Executive Officer. So he is the one going to handle all the human resource things, because it's a small organization. Yeah. Based on his decision, everything will be done. But if it is a big organization, human resource manager has separate role, right? He plays a vital role. He will be, strategically, he will be a partner in the business partner. So he will be vice president. Yeah. He will take a vice president role, vice president of human resource. There will be vice president of finance. There will be vice president of operation. There will be vice president of marketing. So these are the functions, right? Marketing function, operation function, finance function, human resource functions. These human resource manager, so he is going to work with the top level management. Okay, he is going to work with the human resource manager. He will have the role with the finance. He will go and ask, what about the financial situation? He will go and ask, how about operations? He will go and ask how our marketing goes. He will go and ask these questions because he is the one looking after the whole. Why? He is the one going to bring people in. He is the one going to put all the people in. So he should know how marketing works, whether the people are recruited, whether people are selected, are they working for the organizational success? Okay, the marketeers are doing efficiently marketing. The operational things like employees who are working in the operation, in the factories, are they performing their best? Are they performing, in an efficient manner, in an effective manner, in a productive way? Are they doing their services in that organization for the success of organizations? HR will go and see how finance are managed. So under financial management, according to the budget, he has to bring people in. If the organization is going down, or because of the environment, like corona situations, right? Because of the corona situation, what happened? Most organizations gone to work from home. Who will decide? Who will communicate? HR. Yeah, he's the one going to monitor how people are working from home. Yeah, there are certain issues he is the one going to handle. And sometimes there will be, the number of the people will be reduced. Yeah, sometimes if the organizations want to reduce the number of the employees, at the time HR will take a role. HR is the one going to think about. Okay, he is the one going to work towards that, because there are lots of employee relations concepts are there. Okay, employees relations. There are certain regulations in the government. So he will be like an ambassador. He will act in the, what do you call it, act as an ambassador of organization and represent in terms in the side of the organization towards the government based on the employee legislations. There are certain responsibilities. There are certain, what do you call, rights. There are certain rules, regulations are there already defined by the government. So HR will work with the government, work with the organizational part and also employees part and the government part. So he has to take the labor role, labor relations role, safety, okay, staffing role, compensation role, training and management role. These roles HR will play. So HR has a great role, great impact, has some great contribution to the organizations. He will do. So now under this subject, we are focusing how HR contributing to the organization, organizational development. As a in order to manage the labor relations, there will be HR. That is what we call manager labor relation. HR manager labor relations. And if it is a big organization, there will be HR manager for safety and security and health. And there will be manager for staffing, recruitment manager. Yeah. And there will be compensation benefits. That's for only look after the benefits and compensation of the people. And there will be a manager training and development, HR training and development. Okay. There will be more HR, those HR. Yeah. Yes, Salva. If you have any questions.
Yes, I have a question, please. I just want to clarify something. Now, for each company or organization, like there is an department. Let's say, for example, for like termination or for any kind of big decision, well, the HR has to take it. Do they have to go through this, like the CEO of the company for another decision, or they can decide on their own and that's it? How does it go?
Yeah, basically, you know, all the decisions are even taken by HR. It has to be communicated to the CEO, right? It has to be communicated because HR he will take a role of informer. You know, he will inform everything. If there is a new CEO, he will send a memo. HR will send a memo, right? Yes, we have a new CEO. Then finance manager, he will say, we have a new finance manager. If there are new policies, he will say, yes. And also, if somebody is terminated, this termination should be communicated to the CEO. Without the knowledge of the CEO, no one can do anything. That's CEO, that's leader. Everybody should communicate, right? There will be a discussion in their monthly discussion, or there will be certain meetings, okay, in terms of the employee well-being, okay, in the board meeting. HR will come and tell, okay, these number of people are going to leave, okay, our shortage. We will study under this subject how to plan our human resource planning. Under that, we will study that part, okay. Anyway, HR will communicate the knowledge. He will bring this knowledge to the chairman or the CEO. These people are going to leave, but the knowledge should be shared. The idea should be communicated. It will be decided. Everything will be, if the people hired and fired will be there. The empowerment is for HR. HR will think, okay, these people can be hired, these people can be fired. This recommendation can be given to CEO. But finally, CEO say, okay, fine, HR, do. Who will do that?
Thank you.
Who will do now? HR. Because technically, HR is the one having that idea, right? He will depend on HR. But HR can't violate. Yeah. if HR is treating you unfairly, you can communicate to CEO. You can bring that issue to CEO. Right? He is treating unfairly. Then CEO will investigate that, and he will assign a team and find out what is the problem. Then finally the problem will be given to the table of CEO. Then he will resign. Okay, what exactly gone? So complaint will be all the complaints will be treated. Finally, HR, even though HR is the one in the people's mind, in the front, right? Because HR is the one recruiting. Then finally, from the HR, we get our everything, bonus, benefits. Yeah, when we leave the organization, we get everything from HR. When we enter into the organization, we go to the HR. So we know HR only. HR is the one, the first person and the last person. But normally it has to be communicated. Any questions? Are you okay? The answer?
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay. So any questions here? So basically in the organization, HR is there. HR in the large organization, he will take like a strategic role. Under strategic role, he will be a vice president. Yeah, he will work closely with the top level management. So under him, there will be HR managers, like a CEO, like CFO, there will be CHR. Okay. Okay. CEO will be there, but CHR here, HR, he will take a strategic role. Under him, there will be a lot of HR. These HR will be looking after each component, the functions of HR. So now we are going to study functions of HR. Okay. Let's study about the functions of training and development, compensation, staffing. Yeah, one by one. So what is the first function? Anybody? What is the first function before we get to the subject? What is the first function? Kalai.
Recruiting.
Recruiting. Yeah, okay. Good. The first function is recruiting. Why? Why it is a first function? So okay. What you do normally under recruitment, what you do? Any idea?
In the recruitment department itself?
Recruitment is not selection, right? If recruitment is selection?
What means selection?
Recruitment is one component, selection is another component. Recruitment and selection will be together. Okay? If you are going to recruit, you are going to tell some idea based on your planning. We need this amount of people with a certain specification, with a certain knowledge and skill. We need people. You are going to communicate this through job ads. Okay? That's basically agencies will do that. Yeah? Agencies will do. Selection, who will do? That's what we call now recruitment agencies. Agencies will do mostly the recruitment because HR will give things to agency, agency will do that. But who will do selection? HR. Yeah? The selection, there are certain selection criteria. These criteria should be fulfilled. Based on the selection criteria, HR will select. Okay, what are those criteria? We will discuss. Okay, after selection, what will happen? Okay, selected.
Interview?
Yeah, interview is one of the selection process. It's a tool. Yeah. If you go to, if you want to get a job, for example, personal secretary to, if you are going to appoint it as a personal secretary to a CEO, for example, personal secretary to CEO, there will be a lot of interviews you have to attend. What is the first interview? Formal interview. They will call you. Yeah, they will talk with you. Yeah, they will, because based on the CV, they will ask certain questions. Yeah, you have prepared everything. Yeah, A to Z is there in the CV. Okay, they have selected your CV. Yeah, they will ask certain questions only based on your CV. Okay, fine. After that, they will, I will discuss these things in detail. Okay, after that, can they hire you?
No.
No. Only we discuss only CV things, right? You have written certain things. I ask certain questions based on the CV. That's it.
Job descriptions.
Yeah, there are certain job description. You have put it. Yeah, when I ask question, you answering. Oh, can I take now?
No. No.
Why? Still, people are different. People mindsets are different. People we have a different personalities. Inside the people, there are certain different things. Psychological part is there. We don't know. We know the face only. We know the face. Yeah, smiling, talking nicely. Yeah. But inside, when we hired, then you will be one of the best problematic person. You will be the big headache. Yeah. If we don't know the personality about your personality, there are different personalities. People are having a different personalities. Anybody? Any ideas about the personality? We call that dope personality. Yeah, that is one of the personality. Dove, you know dove. Have you heard dove? You know the dove, right? Dove or dove. It's a bird. Yeah, it's like a pigeon. Yeah, dove. The people like dove. People like eagle. People like owl. The characters of owl, characters of eagle, characters of dove, characters of peacock. Yeah, people are having different characters. So these characters, these personalities, yeah, should be understood, identified. There is a test, personality test, that we call DOPE personality test. DOPE, DOPE personality test. Okay, there are certain questions. You have to mark what kind of person are you, what kind of person are you, what kind of person are you. It's there. There are 20 questions. You have to tick what kind of person are you. So from the person, from those ticking, we can judge, you are eagle type of person, you are dove type of person, you are owl type of person, you are what? Peacock type of person. So personality. Now can we understand eagle type of person, how he will be? Eagle type of person, he will be independent. He will be independent. Yeah, he will be more confident. He will be more courageous. He will be more dominant. He will be always result oriented. He will be bold. Yeah, he like to lead people. Yeah, he will be a leader. So eagle type of people, characteristics. Do you have that kind of characteristics? How can we know? How can we know? know from the CV? Can we know?
No.
No?
No.
Can we know that from the CV?
No.
No. Psychological test. So you have to do that. Yeah. Emotional intelligence test. This is also one of the tests they will do. Emotional intelligence test. Interview, yeah, they will ask certain questions. But when you do emotional intelligence test, what kind of person are you? How your emotional intelligence level? Okay. So there are certain emotional intelligence levels are there. So what is your level? Okay. What is your level? You have to identify. For example, what is the level in your social ability? What is your level in self-confidence, self-control? What is your level treating people empathetically? What is your level treating people's well-being, look after the well-being of the people? What is the level of overall emotional intelligence? How you treat people? What kind of personality are you? So this to be tested when? At the selection time. If it is not tested, what will happen? The headache, for example, this personal secretary will be a big headache. He wants a solution. He wants a person as a solution to solve his problem, no? Personal problem in the business. That's why he wants a personal secretary. But this personal secretary will be a big headache because of this. If he is not tested, his EQ, his personality test, then it will be problem. Okay, what else? Maybe written test. You have to write draft letters. Yeah. So, do you have the ability to write letters, draft minutes, meeting minutes, and all? Yeah. Do you have the idea? Skills, writing skills, how your writing, how your communication skills, things like that. And sometimes they will check how well you are, how good you are in the IT things. How about the computer typing? What is your typing speed? So everything will be checked. And the multiple role that you are going to play. So what are the role you are going to play? How you are going to work with the HR? How are you going to work with finance? How are you going to how are you going to work with co-employees? How are you going to work with how are you going to represent some kind of coordinations, things like that. So these things should be considered while selections. So we will go one by one, selection role. So I didn't go to the slide, now I'm talking. What else? After selection, now people selected. So you will give offer letter, HR will give you offer letter, then you will take the offer letter, sign the offer letter. After that, what the HR will do? Another important function HR will do.
Training.
Yeah, before training, there will be induction training, basically orientation. Yeah, HR will take you, he will give an orientation training. First, he will introduce, maybe sometime employee handbook, they will give you a handbook. Yeah, in the handbook, everything, all the rules and regulations are there. Okay, what is the work culture here? So how you have to come? What is your break? What is your leave? So what is your vacation? Yeah, things, benefits that you are going to get. The rules and regulations inside the organization. Yeah, how you have to behave with the customer. How you have to behave inside the organization between the employees. How are you going to work with the co-workers? So how are you going to treat the customers? So everything will be written in the customer service area, personal development area, your wealth, health, safety. Everything will be there in the employee handbook. So HR will give you an orientation. Now you are here in the organization. This organization is this type of organization. We are having this kind of service. we have having this much of restaurant, for example, this much of branches, for example, McDonald's. They will say we have this much of branches, we have this much of employees, we are around the world, we are working. So in Qatar also we have we have a franchised who is our franchisor. So they will tell everything and how our organization is set up, how what are the development opportunities are you are having. So what is the salary, what is your basic, what are the leaves, everything. So they will discuss in the 1 or 2 days session. The HR will take a key responsibility for this. That is what we call induction. So induction training. So give the orientation. Yeah. After that, what HR will do. So I want you to understand practically things. Yeah. No need to memorize them. No. Do you think? Do you want to memorize things? So if it is an exam, if it is a what do you call assignment, if you understand, if you have a clear image in your mind, which is good, picturing or sentence, which is good. Crow, for example, crow. I describe about crow in a paragraph. Do you think that is good, or just to put the picture of crow, which is good? I'm explaining no crow, no picture of crow. Just I displayed a paragraph. It talks about a crow. Can you easily understand that? Or just put the crow? Which one is good? Which one is easy to understand? Hello? If I want to share the knowledge about the crow, I write a paragraph about the crow. Okay, you read all the sentences and finally you come to know, it's about crow. Is it easy? Or just put the crow? This is crow.
Yeah, with the
picture. Put the crow and tell this is crow. Easy, no?
Yes, sir.
Is it easy or hard? Easy. Picturing. So you should understand, oh, this is HR. You should have a picture. These are the functions. You should have a picture in your mind. Then you can write your own words. You can write your own assignments. Am I right? This is I'm trying to give you. This is how I'm trying to teach this subject. So have you understood another functions? Yeah, induction. Then the people will start working inside. So if an employee hired, can the person work? For example, McDonald's, I told an employee came as a crew. Now there will be a trainer will be assigned. The training manager will be there. The training manager will put a calendar, training calendar for that crew development calendar will be there. So he will put 5 days. Yeah, first day and second day he will work with somebody. He will stand with somebody. The person, the crew trainer, he will take this person. First he will put them off the floor training, like he will do presentation. He will take him to a room with video and all. He will put the video presentation. He will show some videos. He will teach him, share knowledge. This is what you have to do in the cleaning area, in the lobby area. Okay, customer will be there. How you have to talk to the customer. How you have to treat the children. How you have to work in the service area. So he will give all the instructions, and then he will take him. The trainer will take him, the new crew. He will show. He will do, and the person will see. Just observe, and he will do some small things. And first day he will be totally with the crew trainer. Yeah. Second day, he will work, but trainer will, but just closely observe. He will be with, but the person will do. He will support. 1 week, the one rotation he will work. So in the same rotation, same station he will work. After that, he will be moved to another station. So 1 month, there are certain stations he has to be trained. Yeah, in 6 months, he has to complete the whole station. So after 6 months, he will be permanent. Yeah, then his compensation, performance review will be there. His performance will be reviewed, and he will be sometime after 1 year, based on the performance, he will be promoted again the crew trainer. So there will be a development. So training and development. Do you understand? This is one of the function HR will. This training audit will be done by HR. HR will come and see all the files, how trainings are going in this organization. So he will ask question to the training manager. He will ask question to the trainer, the chief. So how you train the people. So these training will be given by the HR. HR will give the training to training manager and the chief and the trainer. That these trainers and chief and managers will train the staff. So under his close supervision and monitoring, this training will be there. This is what we call training and development. So on the station, people will be trained. Okay, after that, another function, performance review. So there will be a appraisal system. Appraisal will be there. So every 6 months performance, or mostly every 6 months, there will be appraisal. So they will review the performance of the people. Okay, based on that appraisal, they will give some additional money, yeah, compensation. There will be compensations and benefits. So generally there are certain benefits when the people are recruited, hired, already inducted, then the people are already joined, then there are certain benefits, housing benefits, so transportation benefits, yeah, uniforms. There are certain what else? What are the things they are going to get? Yeah, some allowances. Yeah, sometimes food allowances, sometimes communication allowances. There will be some benefits. There are fringe benefits, transportation allowances. So there will be certain facilities will be there. So these things will be looked after. So this is also one of the key functions the HR will handle. And what else? Safety, health, yeah, health of the organization, health of the employee, safety of the employee. Employee should feel safe. There should be safety measures. Measures should be, while working in McDonald's. If you go to, I have experience working in McDonald's. That's what I am talking much about McDonald's, because McDonald's is a multinational company. You can write about. You can take as an organization, McDonald's, you can take KFC, Burger King, almost everything same. So I'm talking about McDonald's because I know mostly everything in McDonald's. That's what I'm talking. So safety. If a person want to, lift something, they will teach how to lift, personal safety. If we want to organize things in the stock room or cooler or freezer, so what is the safety? The gloves, the jacket, yeah, and using ladders, yeah, staying inside, how many hours, how many minutes he can be inside. So what are the safety measures he has to follow? While cleaning, yeah, cleaning the floor, how he has to mop the floor, how things kept in considering the safety of the floor, floor safety, children's safety, okay, everything will be kept. So safety measures, employee safety should be there. Health, employees' health is important. So if they are sick, yeah, definitely they have to send to hospital. They have to be treated. If some accident happens, So we have to, HR is the one will be there. He has to look after everything. All the labor relations, all the legislations connected with HR, connected with the employee. For example, we have people are hired from different countries. For example, Filipinos are there. They are here already in the Qatar, and Sri Lankans are there, Indians are there. But these people are the asset of those countries. Yeah. So before bringing these people, there should be agreement between the countries. So there are certain rules and regulations in that certain countries. These rules and regulations in terms of labor, that's labor law. They have to focus on manage those labor relations in an effective way. So these functions also one of the key functions the HR will look after. These functions will be looked after by different separate HR managers in a different component as a service function, as a HR functions in a big organization. In a small organization, one HR will look after everything. The HR will be the training manager. The HR will be the compensation. He will look after the compensation, administrator role. The HR, he is the one going to look after the safety and health and labor law, everything. So small organization, one HR will handle things. Like, for example, 50 employees are there, one HR will be there. So there are certain ratios. Yeah, we will study about that later. So do you understand these things? These are the functions coming under. So now we have discussed certain functions. More than this, there are some certain functions. We can go one by one. So I don't want to dig these things in deeper. Just you can read and understand. But have you understood the concept? This is what I wanted to know. Raymond, yeah. Any questions, please?
Yes, sir. I have a question regarding the organization structure. Who actually should be followed? Is it the HR or the business unit? For example, the operations, for example, the manufacturing plant, they want to have a hierarchy, but the hierarchy should be planned by that organization, I mean that department or section, or HR should be in charge wholly of the hierarchy. What will be the hierarchy? Should there be
can you see this diagram? What is this diagram tells you?
Yes, it shows that from here.
Parallel.
Yes, there's a parallel.
Marketing, parallel. Operation, finance, HR. Okay, they are parallel. Right? Under CEO, CHRM, there will be HRs. Okay? Managers, there will be finance. Under finance, there will be employees. All the employees will come technically in the operation level, one role. And also generally for organizational resource wise, they will come into the under the HR. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir. Just a general inquiry. For example, the vice president in operations. I want to have a structure of, there's a supervisor, then directly manager.
Manager.
So
operation manager.
Operation manager, then below that supervisor only. Then maybe HR will say, no, you should have a manager, then assistant manager, then supervisor. So if this we weigh these options, who should be followed correctly? Is it the demand from the operation or the suggestion from human resources?
Basically, the diagrams, organizational diagrams, organizational chart, this is actually the empowerment. People are empowered. There is already certain roles and responsibilities are shared in a certain level. In the management, we have top level management. Yeah, we have
Yes.
middle level management. We have bottom level management. Okay, in the bottom level management, people, they are the one going to work with the employees directly. All the employees, generally the people who are working for the organization, right? In the bottom line, the HR, there will be a certain role, HR will have a certain role. Every manager has a certain role on that level in the functional area, like marketing. In the level, there is a certain role. Operation, there is a certain role. Okay, some organizations are having different structures, like hierarchical structures. They will have more layers. Some organization, there is few layers. They will have equally parallelly, they will have, they are empowered. Okay, it's depend on the organization. There is no fixed one, up, down. It depends based on the organization. Some organization put certain criteria, manager, assistant manager, and all. Some organization, they don't want assistant manager. Why we need assistant manager? Manager, okay. Yeah, they will think like that. Okay, so structurally, it depends on the organization. Based on different organization will have the different organizational diagrams, so organizational flow chart. So the hierarchical chart will be different. So it depends. But basically, HR has a separate role in the organization in terms of employee. He is the one going to look after all the employees' well-being. Marketing manager, who will go to? Marketing manager has to go to HR. Operation manager has to go to HR. Finance manager has to go to HR. Everybody should go to HR. Yeah, he is the one going to report to president. The CEO, they are going to leave. So CEO say, yeah, you have to find another marketing manager. Yeah, find an operation manager who is going to search and bring a suitable person to the organization. Gain HR. So HR has a wide role, and the role we have already discussed. He has to work administrative role, strategic role, change agent role. He will have a relationship role, everything. Okay, according to Dave Woodridge. So we will discuss in detail later that one. So any questions? So now we have, I think, almost covered the functions of HR. I didn't go deeper here. You can just read it. Okay, if you have any questions, you come to the next class, you just ask me. Risk recruitment, you have certain points here. Job description, when you recruit, you have to think about, you have to give the job description. Yeah, who is going to describe the jobs? HR. Okay, personal specifications. So what are the specifications? Knowledge, skills, qualities expected for the job. HR will draft these things. Yeah. Okay. HR will go for selection. Okay. Recruitment agencies will collect all the CVs. HR will call for interviews. There will be selections. Interview is one of the selection method. Okay. There will be psychological test, as I said earlier. There will be aptitude test. There will be some test connected with activity-based test and some presentation-based test. Yeah, like practical test. Okay, and there are some areas I told you. It's looking after the employees' well-being legislations. So like discriminations, unions, functions, health and safety of the employees. Healthy environment, so environmental safety, everything will be there. Okay, you have to read it. Okay, and some disciplines, employees disciplines. He has to build disciplines, like certain discipline should be there. Okay, for example, if an employee did a mistake, so first you have to informally we can say, yeah, you have done a mistake. Next time, please don't do that. Okay, then verbally we have done. Then we have to document. Yeah, Then we have to put that document into performance appraisal. At the time, we will put him down in the appraisal time. So verbal and the written. Finally, if he is not okay with that, then we can send home, right? So there are certain disciplinaries like money policies. There are cash policies are there. In McDonald's, there's a cash policy. What is that? If it is a shortage, employee should pay. Or if it is more than seven real, he will be fired because they are stealing money. Okay, the money in the cash policies, the cash should be counted. It has to be dealt carefully. So the person is assigned for counter or what they call cashier. He is the one totally responsible. If something missing, he is the one who has to pay. So there are certain disciplines, policies connected with this. Okay, development I discussed already. So what are the development opportunities in the organization? How people are developed? There are succession planning. For example, crew will be trained as a crew trainer. He will be promoted as a crew trainer, then crew chief, then manager. So in the manager, there are certain management level people will be promoted, and these succession planning will be there. So under development. Okay, so training will be part of that. Under training, the new skills will be provided. So new ideas, new knowledge will be shared. For example, if a new product introduced in McDonald's, for example, mushroom, what do you call one sandwich is introduced by mushroom, or Arabic sandwich. So the people, burgers, they know they have got the training, but they don't know how to make what do you call Arabic sandwich, like roti things. So there will be a special training. There will be special training for managers. There will be special training for training managers. There will be special training for chiefs, crew chiefs, and there will be training for crew trainers. Then finally, all the employees will be trained. So such kind of training on the certain subject knowledge wise, they will be trained. Okay, in order to increase the efficiency of the employees, there will be training. There will be different trainings like on-the-job training, off-the-job training. There will be different terms we have to understand under this. We will discuss these things in detail. Okay, and reward system. There are certain reward systems. Basically, how people if the employees perform well, then there are rewards directly, financial rewards. They are motivations, also one of the reward. So people will be motivated and rewarded. Okay, tangible reward, intangible rewards. You will learn under reward management. You will learn these things in detail. So there will be HR will focus on relations, employee relations, and also trade union relations. So he is the one going to tackle these unions activities. Like in a country, you know, the people, there are lots of strike. Also in the organization, there will be union, will have some union activities. Because of union activities, there will be strikes and all. So productivity, employees' productivity will be there. Motivations, employees should be motivated. So just read it, different motivations are there. So this is the summary, main activity and key functions. Organizational level, okay, employees, key functions like human resource planning, recruitment, selection, okay, managing. So under that induction, so what are the things you are going to focus on? Under relations, what are the things you are going to focus on? Under employee, existing employee, how are you going to focus on? How are you going to maintain the well-beings of the employees and also organizations and employees? How you are going to handle these things, which are already clearly given in the chart, you have to remember. And also if you are going to write in detail, you can elaborate these things. So you can refer in the internet, get some ideas, go to YouTube, learn from these things. you develop your ideas and knowledge. I have given a picture to you, but you have to go and refer outside also. Refer books. HRM, Human Resource Management. The book referred, I can give you the Armstrong. That is one of the famous books. You can go and read that book. So each section, you just go and read. Okay, this will help you. This will increase your knowledge, and also this will help you to understand the total functions of human resource management. Read a lot. Read the books connected with the subject. Okay, watch YouTubes. Yeah, you will get more ideas. Google and read articles. Just get the information more on this subject. So these personal initiations, personal self-interest is important in order to increase your knowledge and things. Yeah. So in summary, so staffing role, human resource development role, compensation and benefit role, safety and health role, and employee labor relations role. These are the roles, key functions the human resource managements are having. So these human resource managements are connected with operation. They are going to closely work with operation. They are going to closely work with other organizational functions like marketing, finance, and research and development, everything. So they are going to study the environment, how the technological environments are there, how labor force, headhuntings, labor demands are there, how the competitors are there, how competitors are dealing with employment, and how customers' needs and wants are there, expectations are there, how economic situations are there, how legal things are there. So everything should be focused under human resource management. I think I have to end this session now from this point. So if you have any question, you can ask me. Otherwise, we can stop it here.